Welcome back to the channel and welcome to some Overwatch content. In this video we're going to be discussing the new character coming to the game, my thoughts and what I think is going to happen. And in the background you're going to see some very average Overwatch gameplay, so if you enjoy this type of thing, please consider hitting that like button. It helps my channel out immensely and I thank you for your support in any way, shape or form. If you are new around here, I am primarily a Destiny content channel and I'm trying to stretch out into other games, so if that interests you, hit that subscribe button and also hit that little bell so you can be part of the notification squad. Now let's get into it. Everyone has been rumored and teased and such things about Overwatch for the past couple of months, and most people thought it would be Doomfist coming next, largely because of actor Terry Crews tweeting out and teasing about the character. Now, a while back there was a Reddit leak of a person suggesting that the Lunar New Year event would be arriving in the game and that the next character would not be Doomfist but would be a different character, and it looks like that leak is coming true. Recently, Blizzard have been teasing another character, and that character is 11-year-old Efi Oladele, and I really hope I'm pronouncing that name right and I have it right. And Blizzard decided to add lore to this character by interviewing the 11-year-old character. Like, it was a really cool way of extending the universe around this character and around Numbani, because this character is from Numbani. She is an 11-year-old kind of like technician, scientist, is involved in like robotics and artificial intelligence, and she recently won a genius grant. So towards the end of this interview, which I will link in the video description, she talks about what comes next after getting the grant. And I quote, "It's amazing what you've been able to accomplish at your age. How do you do it?" And she replies, "I'm not sure how to answer that. I just do it. I guess I'm very lucky that my parents pull up with it. Robots can be messy, you know, and expensive." So this is a real hint for me that this character isn't all that she seems. She doesn't seem like the sweet little 11-year-old girl. I feel like she has quite an evil scientist streak in her. And then the interviewer follows up with, "Speaking of which, do you have any plans for what you're going to do with your grant? A new computer, college tuition?" And she replies with, "Oh, ... I have an idea ... That air of mystery, that kind of, again, like evil scientist styled response. And the interviewer says, "No hints?" And she replies with, "It's a secret for now ... But my parents are taking me on a trip to celebrate. It'll be my first time flying, so I can't wait." Now that is a very interesting piece of information, that she says it will be my first time flying. Today, Play Overwatch Twitter tweeted out a news report screenshot and image, and it says, "Live from Numbani International Airport, OR-15 or OR-15 defense bots destroyed in major confrontation. All flights in and out of Numbani suspended. Purpose of attack still unknown. Eyewitness reports sighting of," and then it cuts off. And the tagline on the tweet says, "No civilian casualties reported." So it looks like Efi Oladele, the 11-year-old with artificial and robotic experience, has created some kind of artificial intelligence robot and is testing it out at Numbani Airport. But it's also interesting that she seems to have this kind of mad scientist streak in her, but it is reported that no civilian casualties happened. So she has created this thing, but she has decided not to attack civilians and just to attack these OR-15 defense bots. So it's very up in the air whether she's good or bad or somewhere in the middle. Now I wanted to talk about some concept art and some ideas and some images that we have seen across the entirety of Overwatch with these robot spiders. And it's really strange, like they've depicted in different ways throughout different images, but for most of the part it's a robot spider tank looking thing. Now if we go back to this original concept art from the characters before they were finalized, there is this tank in the very far right hand side which looks like it has a 50 caliber sniper rifle on it. Now if the artificial intelligence robot that Efi has created resembles this character, I believe we will be seeing a defense styled character, not a tank. I think we've got all the tanks covered. There's enough variety in DPS. We have seen healers and support characters come to the game in Ana, so I feel like we will see a defense character. And if it has this sniper rifle, which I'm not too excited about, I don't want to see another sniper character, but if it was to follow this concept, it could be a very good ranged tank type of defense character. So it's going to be big, bulky, it's going to have a lot of health, and it can sit back and snipe. So, you know, some people are going to have to get really up on top of them, which means that this character would have to have kind of like low mobility so that people can take advantage of that and actually counter this robot that we might see in the game. But interestingly, in other images that we see, the spiders are depicted as these very tall, like more so DPS style characters in my opinion, and there's a lot of small little spider robots that are surrounding the larger robots. So maybe we could see this spider robot in some way, shape or form, whether it's DPS or tank, and maybe its ultimate allows you to spread out a bunch of like heat-seeking spider drones that run and chase into the enemies and blow up on them or something like that. It's a very interesting character. It's a very interesting twist to what we thought was going to happen in terms of like Doomfist and all the hype surrounding Terry Crews playing Doomfist. And I still believe that Doomfist will be coming probably as the next character, and Terry Crews will be voicing the character. But there's something very interesting in the origins of Efi. She is from Numbani. Now, if you play Numbani, you know that the payload itself has a glass canister on it with Doomfist Gauntlet inside of the payload. Now, there are screenshots from the PTR of like wireframes where the payload is shattered, meaning or insinuating that the gauntlet is going to be stolen. So I would definitely like to imagine that Efi has stolen the gauntlet in an attempt to recreate it or replicate it, or use, you know, the technology from the gauntlet to create her artificial intelligence. Or maybe she is even attempting to create an artificial intelligence version of Doomfist. Now, Doomfist in past iterations looks like a human or someone just puts on the gauntlet and gets these like superpowers styled character. So it's not like an artificial intelligence or a robot. It's a real person wearing the gauntlet and getting power from it. Now, if she's trying to create an artificial intelligence version of Doomfist, maybe when Doomfist is released, the story could be that an ex-Doomfist in the past or something, or someone who wants to be Doomfist, tracks down the gauntlet from Efi, steals it back, and becomes Doomfist and is entered into the game. Something along those lines. Obviously, it could be a bit more fleshed out and have a little bit more backstory to it, but I would like to see that happen. But those are just my ideas on, you know, Overwatch at the moment and the character that's coming up. I'm super excited to see what they're doing. Like, it's a really interesting, like, viral marketing scheme they're using, and really just a unique way of introducing a character, and I'm pretty excited. So let me know what you think down below in the comments of this character, Efi, if she is coming into the game. Let me know what you think about my ideas about that character, and also let me know what you think about Overwatch on this channel if you are usually watching Destiny content. And if you want more, hit that like button and tell me in the comments. Thank you for watching. I have been easynow, and you guys have been awesome.